live fast, enjoy every moment, cause just last year I was broke. Backstrokes. Round one, round two, round three. No bull. You only get two piece. No bull. That's really all you want from me. Your girls at the door, please company. Thick thighs, fat butt, slim waist. Little bitty teeth, but I'm on a boat face. Heard the kitty cat roar when I went deep. She wetter than a swimming pool when I'm 10 feet.
She said she want a fat boy with a big dick. I give it to her, guarantee her, fuck her life up. Taste it with my big lips. Begging me to wife her. Baby girl, put it down. I'ma go extra. Fly nigga, you don't want your girl to get next to. I'll put a finger in the butt right now. Yeah, I'm nasty.
Yeah, I'm ready for whatever weather, day or night. I lay the pipe and wanna lay it, I'ma lay it right.
Should be wanting to put my clothes in the closet.
I don't need love, girl, I need a
deposit. She wanna lick it like I'm ice cream.
You know,
Strawberry bomb, nigga walnut.
She ain't as innocent as she might seem. As soon as we get the club, I'ma call her fade.
That's right, baby. You know what it is? It's DJ Sus One, the feature presentation. Listen, make sure you wake up with Tayla Andre Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 a.m. on Big City 101.3 FM. Wake up with the Radio Rebel. Politics, news, conspiracies. Wake up your third eye with unorthodox conversations leading to universal consciousness. This is the type of stuff I'm into, all right? Make sure you tune in. Let's go.
She said she want a fat boy with a big dick. I give it to her, guarantee I fuck her life up. Taste it with big lips. She be begging me to wife her. I'ma go extra. Fly boy, you don't want your girl to get next to. I'll put it. Hey, Freaky Friday. I'm loving this. She be wanting me in the hoes in the closet. I need the deposit.
You wanna lick me like I'm ice cream. You know, strawberry bomb, make a walnut.
She ain't as innocent as she might seem. I sure ain't. Good rising. Big City 101.3 FM. Waking up with Tayla Andre. How you feeling? I'm feeling good because it's Freaky Friday. I'm feeling good because Kendrick Lamar just came out with a new album. Unmastered, Untitled. He just might as well have named it N. Him and Nas need to be... I'm waiting for that album to come out. That Nas and Kendrick album. Untitled, Unmastered. It's nothing but black on the cover. There's nothing else but blackness. Literally. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. He said, oh, y'all just want to drop albums? You think you're the only one who could drop albums? I got you for the okie doke. Shout out to him. I can't wait to listen. We'll be playing that as well. Untitled, Unmastered. 2 days ago, Anthony Top Dog Tiffith revealed he'll be dropping a surprise project from someone in the TDE camp on an unspecified night this week, but no one ever thought it would be from King Kendrick Lamar. Right before midnight last night, Top Dog and the TDE camp decided to treat fans with a new project from Kendrick called Untitled, Unmastered, laced with 8 songs. The Untitled project contains dates instead of typical track lists, presuming each specific song was recorded in or performed on his late night appearances. So we shall see. I can't wait. I cannot wait to hear it. In other news, so a lot of people hit me up yesterday and was like, Taylor, why aren't you talking about this Bill Clinton incident? Well, it's because I have some questions out there that I'm waiting for state and city officials to answer. So I'm waiting for some of these answers to come back in before I actually went ahead and went with the report that everybody else is reporting. But the truth of the matter is, them answers haven't came yet. So we're just going to go ahead and cover what's already been called out. So Bill Clinton's presence inside a polling location in Boston on Super Tuesday raised major concerns about whether or not the former president violated state rules on election campaigning. Many people are saying he did. He did because while he was in New Bedford, there were for 2 hours, people couldn't get in and out of the polling in and out to vote at the polling station in New Bedford, that there was all types of security and blockage and people couldn't get in the building, period. And so this prohibited in New Bedford, where most people would have voted for Bernie anyways. And remember, when we talk about, it's really important for every single vote to count, because in Methuen, Bernie won by 1 vote. So think for a second. I would love to see what those New Bedford numbers were and whether or not anybody came out. I haven't seen anybody come out yet as far as the comments are concerned, but there is a list of 75,000 people that want Bill Clinton and Marty Walsh, Mayor Marty Walsh. Absolutely. They're calling for his arrest because Mayor Marty Walsh was in the polls as well with Bill Clinton, taking pictures with Matt O'Malley's daddy. City councilor, Matt O'Malley's daddy. Yes. So I personally, how do I feel about this? I feel like, so the law says that you can't go to a polling station and pass out information. That's illegal. But Bill Clinton is a walking billboard. He doesn't have to pass out information. The fact that he was in polling stations, not 1, but 5 across the Commonwealth, waving and saying, thank you for voting for Hillary, is that not enough of a violation? You're a former president. You knew what the laws were. You don't live in Massachusetts. There's no reason why you need to be at any of the polls. And a lot of outcry is pouring in, not from when he went to West Roxbury, not from when he went to Newton, but when he was in New Bedford and blocked off all type 2 streets. People said there was traffic for 2 hours. They couldn't vote for 2 hours, but I have not seen anywhere where there are a collective group of people from New Bedford that say, listen, I was unable to vote. One of the things that I noticed, like, again, when it comes to media, you have to pay attention to the language. And I feel like the language of many of these reports were really trying to dumb down the situation. And one of the things that one of the reports said was the polling stations will open until 8 p.m. So anybody who had an opportunity to or didn't have the opportunity to do so while former President Clinton was at the polls could have done so, after 7 or after he left, or just insinuating that you had plenty of time. You didn't have your time management down packed, and because you didn't have your time management, don't blame us for your failure to vote. That's how I feel like the report came off. And again, we'll just continue blaming victims. Ain't that America? I wanna think. No, absolutely not. How do you guys feel about this? Does anybody feel any type of way? I don't know. I really do want to know, because there's some people on Facebook that are like, this is complete disgrace. As a former president, he should know better. As a former, I'm looking at my phone. I'm sorry, Reggie B. Don't beat me. As a former president, he should have known better. As a former president, if he wanted to link up and have a meet and greet, and people can't say, he just showed up, this just happened by accident. This is by design. These people's schedules are ridiculous. They have 4 or 5 people, especially Bill Clinton. Our mayor might have 1 or 2 or 3, but Bill Clinton has 4 or 5 different people looking over his meticulous schedule, making sure every second, every moment is accounted for, and he is where he's supposed to be. And prior to him even being there, there was all type of situations that were vetted, possibilities that took place like this. If this was not by accident. And that's how some of these reports are trying to spin it too, like, it was just him out there supporting his wife. He's not Donald Trump's wife. Donald Trump's wife just came into this country. She don't know laws and rules. That's fine. You want to sit here and she was just overzealous and just wanted to go to the polls and thank supporters. That is acceptable. She doesn't know the rules. She doesn't know the laws. But when you are a former president and you know the rules and you know the laws and you're inside a polling station and you don't live in the state of Massachusetts, I think we do have a problem, and it's not being addressed. The mayor hasn't addressed it yet. The governor hasn't addressed it yet. And I'm still waiting because I have questions. And questions ain't been answered yet. And people are calling for both President Bill Clinton as well as the mayor's head on a stick. We want them in jail. We want this was a violation. The Clintons don't play fair. Other people talking about, I'm not surprised. This is welcome to Hillary's presidency. You think this is going to be the ending or the begin? You think this is the beginning or the end? It sure is not. This has been continuous, ongoing. Y'all better pay attention to the track record. I love the comments. I'm just here for the comments. 617-282-0062. Good rising, caller, you're live.
How are you?
Super fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. I hate to add to your mounting frustration, but honestly, nothing's going to be done. It's not going to be done. We're going to talk about it. We're going to be upset about it. And the powers that be, unfortunately, they don't care. They don't care. If they cared, they wouldn't have done it.
So one of the comments that, you're absolutely right. If they cared, they wouldn't have done it. And, I really thought that they were going to blame it on like a scheduling thing. Like this wasn't planned. He stayed extra long when he attended the West Roxbury, because he was only supposed to be in West Roxbury for a few moments. He ended up staying for 45 minutes. So I thought that they were going to blame it on, that he just went over his time. It wasn't supposed to take that long. Like there was a lot of excuses that I thought they were going to come up with, but a blatant disregard completely. There was one comment that said, as far as Mayor Marty Welsh is concerned, he has to answer to the people, because these constituents, when Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton leave, you still got to answer to your constituency. So if you're not going to answer to us, don't think we're going to reelect you. You have an electable position. We don't have to reelect you, boo.
But look at it like this. His mindset is, I'm already here. I don't think a lot of these politicians, and I agree. I'll say it again. I agree with what you're saying, but I don't think a lot of these politicians really are fearful about that. The statement that we make, we just won't reelect you. I mean, really, let's look at it. How many politicians really, are affected by that statement? Because they are reelected. Because if either people don't go out and vote, or there's nobody, credible or worth that's running to replace them.
Yeah, and you know what? After that conversation yesterday with City Councilor Charles C. Yancey and the Black Task Force, there's some things that should have been done differently a long time ago. But now that we know knowing's half the battle, things are going to be done differently now. But
open and praying. I honestly, and it's sad to have this viewpoint, but I'm 43 years old, so I've seen things, come and go, and it's the same. I don't think it's gonna happen in my lifetime.
Okay, now pause. Let's talk about the young lady who was in her 90s, who was at the White House with the president and first lady, and was so excited. She was dancing with them because she thought never in her lifetime would she see a black president. We cannot have this mindset of defeat before we even get started. This is crazy. Those that came before us didn't have that type of mindset. They knew that, even if change doesn't come today, my efforts will still live on. And we cannot have.
Don't get me wrong. I'm being realistic. I'm not saying that I'm going to stop voting and stop trying to get people to do the right thing. I'm being realistic. So I don't, I'm not walking around here on a cloud. I'm just being realistic. I'm still gonna fight my little portion of the fight. That's a given. That's never gonna stop. But I'm just, I have to be realistic with myself. I'm hoping and praying. Hope springs eternal. I love that saying because that keeps me going on a lot of things. Hope springs eternal. I hope that things do change in my lifetime. I hope that they change for my children. But I'm just being realistic. It unfortunately is what it is. We keep fighting, we keep protesting and, showing our outrage, but it is what it is. They wouldn't keep doing the things that they're doing if they didn't think they could get away with it. Look at Michigan. This dude nothing has happened to this guy. Nothing has happened to him whatsoever. He's not worried about it. Trust me when I say that. He's not worried about it.
Today's Freaky Friday, and I refuse to have a mentality of defeat. Maybe next week I'll be in my feelings and I'll feel defeated. But today, merrily, life is but a dream. And whatever you can dream up, you can conjure up. You can make it happen. I'm on clouds. I'm hoping on clouds today. You say you can't be on clouds and bubbly and wishing and playing. You're absolutely right. You got to put some action behind it. And I'm all for the action behind it. And I'm all for the letters. For the parents that are listening, please remember that your child is going to walk out of school on Monday. I'm not telling you to stop your child. I'm telling you to let them go. Let them go. Let them babies walk just like they walked in Alabama. Let them babies find out just like Snick. Leave them babies alone and let them walk out of class. Some of y'all parents need to go ahead and nudge your child to walk out of class. I was talking to City Councilor Charles C. Yancey off air yesterday, and he was just like, listen, we walked out of school too. Better let them babies walk. We'll see what happens on Monday. I can't wait. I really can't. 617-282-0062. Good Rising. Call you live. Speak up a little bit. Can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, that's better.
Okay, what I was going to say is I just heard the last caller, and the reason why they're frustrated is we still don't understand how the world works. People outside our country understand this, like Saudi Arabia. When the attackers attacked 9/11, 11 out of 13 was Saudi Arabia. You know why we didn't go to war with them? Because Saudi Arabia, if we went to war with them, they would pull their money out of this country. Any type of aggression against Saudi Arabia, and we pull out their money, it will cripple our economy. African Americans contribute to 1.5 trillion a year. That's like the 15th richest country in the world in this economy. If we all say, you know what, we're not going to shop at Macy and all these other places, you would get what you want. But men just want to pray and think. I don't understand how we can go to college and be so stupid and not understand how the world works. I'm just a construction worker, and I know more about civics than these NBA Negroes. And even these guys in the barbershop. It's real simple, man. It's only two things you got to do. Go and hold. Your money is your power. Not Jesus, not the Bible, but your money. As soon as these ninjas figure that, we will rule this world. Globally, we have a huge economy. Get the whole whatever. If you attack one of them or they don't get what they want, they shut your economy down. That's how they operate. That's all you have to do to understand how the world works. Your money and your vote. That's it. If you ain't putting no money, if you're not holding no money back, yeah, your vote's not going to matter because we go together. It's like peanut butter and jelly. You can't do one without the other, or you get crap result.
Thank you, Mr. Nubian. Can I just say, I don't know if you checked my Facebook page, but somebody said that they want your phone tapped because you are entirely too angry. But a lot of people, that's just one comment. Many people hit me like, yo, Tayla, he's right. Why don't you just say he's right? You want to talk about everybody's entitled to an opinion. Why don't you just say the man's right? Because everybody's entitled to an opinion. Not everybody may agree with you. But as far as your money and your vote, that's worked thus far. I saw a meme that said if voting was effective, it would be illegal.
Truth is, Taylor, most of these people complain, but all they care about is getting high, going and partying this weekend, and just chilling. They don't care. So when we complain or whatever, I'm just like, you deserve to get beat up by the cops. You deserve to have, lead in your water. I mean, if these people would pack the voting poll and pack investment group, like they pack the church and the stuff, things would change. Jesus is not going to help you. White people ain't going to help you. Singing and marching ain't going to help you. As it works for 400 years. Stupidity is doing the same thing over and over. Expect a different result. Like, we need, whether these ninjas better get on board or they will be extinct in 50 years. That's a fact.
And where's Tackle? Because he about to hit us with the effeminization of fish, trying to turn male fish to female fish, which is a real thing. And they're saying the conspiracy is that it is now in our food, trying to turn black men into black females. And that's why we have this I don't even know what to call it, of black men being gay. Did you know that there's a black gay show, and they're like fairies, not like derogatory fairies, like they're fairies with like wings and dancers, and I can't think of the name of it right now, but I saw a clip of it and I was like, hold on, is that a girl? Is that a boy? Is that what is that? Like, I could not for the life of me figure out what the show was about and what the point was, other than mainstreaming gay men looking, dressing, speaking, dancing, walking like a female. It threw me for, I cannot. And then somebody hit me with the okie doke and sent me a video of these men that could dance their behinds off. And I was like, hey, if you're on it, let's do. And then they took off all their clothes, and one of them had a thong on with high heels and started Beyonceing. And I was concerned because in the first half of the video, they were genuining, and then they started Beyonceing. And it made me think for a second, how many of these straight men out here are living two lives? We'll leave that alone. It's not that type of Freaky Friday. We're going to leave it all the way alone. High crime in Philadelphia neighborhoods offer gunshot first aid classes using military battlefield tactics. Temple University Hospital is enlisting neighborhood residents in a program called Fighting Chance. The doctors and nurses conducting the training have plenty of experience, as the hospital treats at least 400 gunshot victims a year. The program is part of a national campaign by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security called Stop the Bleed. It recognizes that no matter how fast emergency responders get to a scene, bystanders will always be there first. Homicide is the leading cause of death for Black males between the age of 18 and 35 years old in Philadelphia and the rest of the United States. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security has put this program in place so that those bystanders, those citizens of the community in Philadelphia can learn how to treat gunshot wounds, and they're giving away free classes of first aid. I think it's sad. But hopefully, maybe somebody would be able to save a life in the future, having this knowledge and having this understanding. And can I just say, when I was in high school, first aid, you having your first aid card, you being able to give mouth to mouth, that was required. Like when you took health class, there was a portion of health where we did first aid, where we learned about mouth to mouth resuscitations, where we learned about tourniquets, what is it? Don't beat me, I don't know. But tightening up, I think it's a tourniquet, I don't know. But if you take like a tie or a handkerchief and you tie off a wound so it doesn't start gushing blood, like we learned this in high school. So somebody's gonna correct me. Tayla, you always be talking about something you don't know. Miss G, what's it called? Tourniquet, that's it. So I knew it was like a turnip and a tourniquet. I knew it was something at the same damn time. Thank you, Miss G.
Oh, turnip. The only one.
It's
called you because my aunt was a nurse, and she told me that when I was a young girl that I needed to take up first aid because
Shut your radio off for me, Miss G. We have a little echo going on.
Okay, wait a minute. She said the life you save may be your own, so to take up first aid. And I wanted to bring up Sandra Bland, and I'm not satisfied with them just firing him. The policeman, I think they need to give him life.
So I think right now this is the beginning. I don't think that the family's done with him yet. The fact that he was found guilty of perjury and trying to cover up what really happened, I think that's nothing but fuel for the fire for the family of Sandra Bland to take that a step further. I know he came out with a no indictment, but I don't know civically how they can navigate those waters. And I wish we had an attorney on speed dial right now so we could call either Ike or Danny Osina so we could find out what legally can be done as far as criminal is concerned now that he was guilty of perjury.
I would like to know because it's I'm going to follow this case. I just need to look at it because I think that her death was so senseless. And I watched a video that they had on Facebook, and the video was obviously he had killed her. And I mean, I'm not the person.
I don't know if the video was that obvious.
Look at it like, maybe she might have been a little bit rebellious or whatever. But anyways, but who says death? Rebellion means death. You know what I mean? I mean, they don't beat up their own.
Who means a hoodie? How a hoodie mean death? How restraining, selling cigarettes and restraining mean death? Like, none of these things should mean death, Miss G. And that includes being combative with a police officer. If I'm combative, I'm combative. You want to arrest me for being combative? I don't think you legally have that right to. But I don't think being combative or Ike said, be quiet, close your mouth, because sometimes we have a problem where all I said was. What had happened was, Akeisha said, close your mouth, don't say a damn thing. And, what she say, I'm not trying to tell you to bow down. I'm trying to tell you how to survive.
But that's not the survival point. Because back in the day, I mean, I've seen people go on and get their behinds whooped to say what they had to say. So, I mean, that's not the way that I would take. But that might be the way that anybody else might take. But back in the day, you had some real brothers out there. Okay, let me get off the line so other people can call in. Bye.
I love you, Miss G. Thank you. Or Tourniquet. The tech specialist who helped Hillary Clinton set up her private email server flips and is now willing to cooperate with FBI after pleading the fifth. I plead the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth to all my Dave Chappelle fans. Brian Pellegrino, 39 years old, the IT specialist who set up Hillary Clinton's controversial private email server, is cooperating with the FBI. In turn, the Department of Justice has given the former State Department employee and Clinton presidential campaign staffer immunity. He set up the server at Clinton's New York home in 2009 during the time she was Secretary of State. The probe is trying to determine if Clinton, currently the Democratic presidential candidate, mishandled classified information. The FBI will likely want to interview Clinton and her senior aides in the coming months as it hopes to wrap up in its investigation. I read the comments. Comments say, listen, it's not going to happen. Get over it. Clinton won. He flipped and is helping the FBI because she went ahead and paid him, coached him on what to say, what to do. And, now he's just going to feed the FBI the information that Hillary wants the FBI to have. So I'm just here for the comments. I love the comments. I like the comments more than the story. Sometimes you learn more that way. Old enough to know better, Texas man, 26 years old, was arrested while driving a pink electric toy car around town. He was 26, arrested on credit card charge abuse. He was pulled over and handcuffed while driving a pink toy electric car. You know them little, them little Jeep Grand Cherokees? He was in it. He was in it. Like, you know what I was expecting? It was a Power Wheel. I was expecting for his license to be suspended. But you can walk faster than them damn Power Wheels. You can get the little hoverboards that are faster than Power Wheels. Why was he driving a Power Wheel? It's hilarious, though, because he's like literally in the picture. You see the Power Wheel, and then he's like standing next to the Power Wheel, really getting arrested by the police. It just, or my grandma called them, these dumb criminals. These dumb criminals. Oh, well. It is what it is. Really quickly, in light of Freaky Friday, Donald Trump said that in 2012, Mitt Romney would have dropped to his knees to get his endorsement. So Donald Trump made a statement and said that in 2012, Mitt Romney now coming out talking about, we got to stop this crazy man. He said his third grade tactics, his third grade antics, like his behavior is that of a third grader. And Trump's like, whatever. Romney would have dropped to his knees begging me for my support, insinuating that, what he was insinuating. It's Freaky Friday. Then on top of that, he made a comment about Ted Cruz and his small hands, and he was like, listen, I got other things that are big too. Like, how could you even want a president that talks about his penis at all, in any regard, at any time? And people are just clapping for him. Listen, I didn't watch the Republican debate. I told you I don't watch a reality TV. And that's exactly what it is. It's nothing but reality TV gone wild. And I don't support it. I'm not giving them my ratings. Plus, I don't have cable, so I just watch the clips. Kim Jong, this is actually really scary. Kim Jong demands North Korea's nuclear weapons be readied for launch at any time. Anytime. This comes after the UN Security Council passed a new sanctions resolution penalizing the country for its fourth nuclear test and long-range missile launch. This man is insane. He's absolutely crazy. And the fact that he wants his missiles ready at any given time, we cannot have Donald Trump as president, because the last thing he say, he'll call Kim Jong, I don't know, he might call him the rice man. I have no idea what would happen. Somebody told me that if Donald Trump became president, we would have World War III within his first month. Within his first month, we would have World War III. Do you know this man said, I will be presidential when I become president? And then even still, I can't be presidential because I'll have people coming at me from all sides. So I'll be presidential when I'm president, but I can't really be presidential because I got haters. If you don't think this is a joke, there is nothing else for us to talk about. There's so many other stories that I really want to get to. But most importantly, there is dramatic footage that captures the moment that 10 robbers pulled off the door of a Houston gun store using a truck and stealing over 50 weapons. When I watched this video, I felt like The Purge. You guys saw the movie The Purge? I felt like it was The Purge when I saw this video. Thieves pulled down the door of a Houston gun store, then ran inside. Once inside, the gang smashed rows of glass cabinets with hammers. One man could be seen scooping up at least 4 rifles and the back rack. It's thought as many as 10 suspects ransacked the store and stole as many as 50 guns. 3 suspects have now been arrested, and police hunt for the remaining 7. Why you have to hunt? Nobody snitching? Not Nana one. So I see Jordans. So we'll leave it at that. They couldn't get them legally, so they were like, I'm going to get them any means necessary in Houston, Texas. Good rising, caller. You're live.
Good rising, good rising. Actually, calling to say that 2 comments I wanted to make. As far as the gun shop, teaching residents to learn how to treat gunshots, I don't think it's any different from teaching parents to learn how to give their addicted son Narcan or whatever if he ODs or whatever. You know, there's a lot of white parents having to learn that now because most of the white kids are doping right now. They're all on heroin. So I don't think there's any difference as far as it's an epidemic or whatever. I think it's a great idea.
And you think we should bring it here to Boston? You think some citizens should learn some first aid tactics here?
I think everybody should learn it. I hope they put it on YouTube, and you know, if I get a chance, and I'll learn it myself because you never know. But
I hope they put it on YouTube.
It's kind of like post war, whatever that we are at right now. You know, anything could happen. Who knows? It might just be like some kind of something might happen. I don't know. You know, but that you might have to learn it. I mean, we do live in the neighborhood. I do live. A couple of my friends been shot. You know, in jail. I mean, this is how this is where I grew up. This is how I grew up. So I think it's a great idea. I don't know what the situation is in Philly, but if it's probably 10 times worse than what it is in Boston, then I think it's a good thing that a parent or a girlfriend or somebody, a friend should know how to treat the gunshot wound, to hold it to keep the person alive enough before EMT gets there. I think it's a great idea. I really do not see the difference from, like I said, there are a lot of parents from the documentaries that I watch about the heroin. A lot of parents that have to learn to give their kids Narcan when their kids OD. They have to learn how to use it real quick, where to put it, because it's an epidemic right now. So I don't think it's a big difference.
I think that's a good point. Excellent point. We're about to get into Freaky Friday. I didn't realize it was 6:12 already. My apologies. That's 12 minutes out of your Freaky Friday. Big City 101.3 FM. Waking up with Tayla Andre, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 7. I've been waiting to play this song all week. I've had this in my hand since Sunday and could not play it because I was waiting for Freaky Friday. So I'm going to play it real quick. The question, I want you to go ahead, think about the question. Give me a call, 617-282-0062 while I play this song. Freaky Friday, question of the day. What do you do when your significant other's body odor, they're not there, like they didn't take a bath all day, you don't like the way they smell, straight out the shower, you don't like the way they smell, as like they're musty, or that woman smell, that man smell, what do you do? Like, is that shallow to break up with somebody because you don't like the way they smell? Somebody on Facebook said, hold on, you mean like their personal scent or their cooch scent? Either or. What do you do if you don't like the way that person smells? I'm going to be so transparent in a second. But before my transparency comes, Big City 101.3 FM, Waking Up with Tayla Andre. Shout out to Cos. Shout out to Prince Rich. Finally, some new music, Prince Rich. We've been waiting on this all winter long. Big City.
I feel it. Gotta throw my chains on this one, you know what I'm saying? I feel it. Gotta get flashy, gotta get flashy. Rich, where you at? I feel it. Your
love is fading.
I feel it. She wanna leave the club early,
come back where fat niggas stay. I told her, bring a couple girls for rich dope niggas and they.
These girls really wanna get nasty, and I don't know none of their names. Wanna drink liquor, smoke good weed, but I'm gonna need a Gatorade. Concierge downstairs tripping about the music and the loud weed smoke. Sent down 100 in the bottle as a you better not snitch, no. Live fast, enjoy every moment, cause just last year I was broke. Orange Gatorade,
ain't my sobriety, while I'm giving out back strokes.
Round one,
round two, round three, no bullshit, you only getting 2 piece.
No bull, that's really all you want from me. Your girl's at the door, please company. Thick thighs, fat butt, slim waist,
itty bitty cheek, but I'm on a whole face.
Heard the kitty cat roar when I went deep. She wetter than a swimming pool when I'm 10 feet.
Deep down inside. Deep inside, deep down inside.
I feel it. I feel it. I feel it.
You know who it is. Says you want a fat boy with a big dick. I give it to her, guarantee I fuck her life up. Taste it with a big lips. Maybe she be begging me to wait for. Maybe girl, I put it down. I'ma go extra. Fly nigga, you don't want your girl to get next to. I'll put a finger in the butt right now. Guarantee begging me to fuck right now. Yeah, I'm nasty.
Getting ready for whatever, whether day or night. I lay the pipe and when I lay it, I'ma lay it right. Should be wanting to put my clothes in the closet. I don't need love, girl, I need a deposit. She wanna lick me like I'm ice cream. You know, strawberry blonde, me with walnut. She ain't as innocent as she might seem. As soon as we leave the club, I'ma call her.
I feel it. Good rising, good rising. Did you like that song? Do you like it? I love it. 617-282-0062. What do you do when you don't like your significant other's personal scent? So I said after the song I was going to be transparent. I'm going to be so transparent. Don't judge me. You better not judge me. I broke up with somebody because I didn't like their personal scent. I did. And he wasn't dirty. It was like straight out the shower man musk. And I did not think that for the rest of my life, we were great together. We were compatible together. Amazing relationship. But the fact that I could not stand his personal scent, it didn't work out for me. And scents is one, like, as females, as humans, we smell each other. For crying out loud, we have pheromone oils and roll-ons and lotions that bring out personal scents even more. For crying out loud, that's what dogs do. All animals smell each other. You remember that song Beyonce came out, Sleeping in T-shirt, and she was talking about how Jay-Z smelled? We like scents. But what do you do when you do not like the person that you with personal scent? Is it shallow to leave them over such a small thing? But to me, it was so huge. I'm a Taurus. My scent is on 1,000 all day, every day. I love to smell things. I like to feel really great fabrics and smell pretty things. And his man musk wasn't what I would consider pretty. Now, one of the posts on Facebook says that this young lady said that she loves it. She loves when a man smells musty, musky, and has that man. Sometimes it's too strong. And it made me think about, somebody hit me on the inbox and was like, Tayla, you remember when Jamie Foxx was talking about scents? Everybody's different. Different countries smell differently. So I hope one of my friends isn't listening, because this transparency today is all the way live. I have a friend, a female friend, and she is so chocolate. I don't know if you guys know, but I love chocolate. I wish I was darker. She is so chocolate, and her personal scent is very strong. So whenever we go out dancing, whenever we go out and she starts getting sweaty, it's her personal scent. She wears deodorant, she takes baths, she's clean, but her personal scent is so strong. And people have asked me yo, does your friend take baths? We stopped going out as much as we used to together, because I hated people to ask me that question, or for me to be around and people yo, what's that smell? I felt so bad. I feel so bad, but let me be honest. Let's just be real. Her personal scent was on 1,000,000. And I knew that she was clean. And that's why I didn't care so much about it. I didn't, there was no judgments on my behalf, but there were some judgments for other people. And hold on really quickly. It's okay. Can I be anonymous? You most definitely can be anonymous. I will not snitch on you at all. Tayla, my girlfriend's personal scent is on 1,000,000, and I can't take it. And I thought that I would have been shallow by leaving her. But if you listen, I don't think I was being shallow. If you don't think you can stand somebody's personal scent for the rest of your life, especially if you're dating this person, you guys are being serious. And at this point in time, he was being a little too serious for me. And I was like, listen, I don't think this is going to work out. And he was like, why? And I'm going to be honest, I lied and said it was something else, because I felt so bad. I then was honest, probably a year later, drunk text. Can I be honest? The reason why it would not have worked out is because, well, actually it was because I didn't like the way he kissed and I didn't like the way he smelled. So that was a problem for me, because I'm a kisser. But I'm with you, Anonymous. You might need to reconsider your relationship. I'm not saying you need to break up with her, but you might need to reconsider her relationship. And hold on. Nobody wants to call. That's fine. Y'all can send messages. TaylaAndre, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Tayla, it's important on what the person is eating as well. That could have been a simple fix. You ruined a relationship over something that was fixable. Don't judge me. I didn't know it was fixable at that time. By altering the food you eat, the herbs you use, and what you drink, you could have found a happy medium and a solution to your problem. That's true. I don't know, because my friend at the time, and still to this day, her eating habits are above and beyond a lot of people that I know. Her eating habits are amazing. But her personal scent is still her personal scent, and has been for all the years that I've known her. I'm just reading these comments. I apologize, you guys. I'm attracted to the smell of men. I don't know. I like the way his natural BO smells. I probably won't fall in love in the first place if it's not something that I'm attracted to. Personal body odor or just the cooch odor. If that odor has always been there, then what's the issue today? When eating natural herbs and seasoning, that flavor scent can come through the pores and fluids. I can taste if my husband took a Tylenol. Damn. I don't know if your taste buds are strong or what. I don't know. Somebody asked the question, does it count if their personal scent is fine, but their sexual scent is off? What could that be? Well, I'm not a doctor, so if we have any nurses, that would be helpful. 617-282-0062. It could be a lot of things. It could be what they eat. It could be what they drink. It could be, somebody said the lotions that they use. That's a good one. I never thought about the lotions that you use because your skin is a huge organ and everything that you put in a sense, comes out. Somebody says, drink alkaline water that will help you. You guys, y'all got to call me, 617-282-0062. I ain't finna read all the comments. You got to drink alkaline water because this will balance. Maybe there's an imbalance and the alkaline water will balance what's going on naturally. Anonymous said, you said that she was chocolate. Blacker the berry, sweeter the juice. That's just the way that it works. It may have been a scent that you weren't familiar with or people aren't familiar with, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad scent. We're just so used to washing off our natural scent that nobody is used to smelling themselves naturally. Okay. Oh, as far as the song is concerned, yeah, shout out to you, baby. The song is Cas featuring Prince Rich, and the name of the song is Fade. If Cas or Prince Rich is listening, please give us a call, 617-282-0062, because I'm getting some comments over here. People are loving the song. What's the name of this song? Teardrops. Put a finger in a butt right now. Can you play that again? I will play it again. First girl I dated in college was fine, but Lord mercy, her sweat glands hated the world. Ain't food could help with that. Her genetic aura was offensive. That is so bad. Her genetic aura was offensive. Is it sweat glands though? V from Tennessee, we are a chemistry major. What does that mean? As far as like your sweat glands are concerned, as far as everything else. Somebody said, damn, who got time to fix? Next, kick his funky behind to the curb. It's not funk though. So I have to be honest. As far as my situation was concerned, it was like straight out the shower, your man's scent, your personal scent. It was straight out the shower, personal scent that I couldn't deal with. It wasn't like after a long day scent. It wasn't after, going to the gym scent. It was straight out the shower. That's how you naturally smell. I couldn't get down with that. I didn't like it. My pheromones weren't attracted to his pheromones. His genetic aura was not. Yo, I love you guys. Genetic aura was offensive. What's this other comment? Sometimes it has nothing to do with the food. Sometimes it is genetic, and sometimes it is genes. You're absolutely right. Some people that are darker tend to have a stronger scent than those that are more fair-skinned. But where does that come from, though? If you know the answer to don't just write the answer. Tell me where that comes from, though. How do you? Maybe Miss G got the answer. Miss G, you got the answers?
I hope so. I think it's overactive glands.
Okay. So how do you, you can de-skunk a skunk? Can you de-skunk a person?
Actually, you have to go to the doctor, see a dermatologist, and they recommend something. Some people produce more granule reaction than some people. So you have to go to a dermatologist and let him get a gist of it and let them recommend something for their overactive glands. But I was told a long time ago, there was this guy, and he was real, he gave off a bad odor. And we was trying to figure out how to help him. And years later, I bumped into the guy, and we was talking, and he said that he had to go to the doctors and get that taken care of.
So it was a medical condition.
Glands, that's natural. It's a natural, but your glands are overacting. They're overreacting. So I'm not sure. I'd like the doctor to call in and make sure that I'm giving the right information.
I would love a doctor to give us a call, 617-282-0062, or even a nurse.
Yeah, a nurse, right. But this is just from years ago and talking to somebody. So I'm not a nurse, and I can't, only thing I know is it has to do with glands.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. 617-282-0062. I have a comment over here that I'll go ahead and read that comment after I can decipher it. Go ahead, Carly. You're live.
Good rising. Is it me?
Hey, V from Tennessee.
Good rising, Taylor. Good rising, listeners. How are you all doing this morning?
They're super fantastic. Tell me about, so you're a chemistry major, right? Like, about chemistry and stuff like that. How does that work as far as the chemistry inside of our body and how that oozes out? Because I know, like, when it comes to scents, a lot of people, like, that's a turn on. A woman's always like, I love the way he smells. Or, men are like, oh, she smells like water. I've heard that before. So I'm trying to understand, like, how, and I'm shallow, V. I don't think I'm shallow. I think my nose glands weren't working for the first 6 months of our relationship.
Yo, so have you ever heard this term when people, like, they go and they wear a certain perfume or cologne and they say it smells different when you put it on and when another person puts it on?
Jill Scott said that. I tried to buy my new boyfriend the same cologne you wore, but it stunk on him.
Right. So what happens is there's a difference between, the way a person tastes based on what they eat. Like if you're giving someone oral sex or something like that and you taste their body fluids, that's different than what you smell in your sweat glands, because every person's sweat glands give off different chemical compounds. So some people can walk outside and they don't really even have to sweat, but you can tell that they've been outside. Like they can just walk.
Yes, you smell like outside. I tell the kids that all the time.
Right. So everyone's chemistry is different. It doesn't matter what soap you use. It doesn't matter if you've been running or walking. Some people's chemistry, their body chemistry, works better with certain scents and perfumes. And sometimes it just gives off a natural odor. Now, I dated a girl in college. That was my comment that you read. She was beautiful. She was nice. She was cool. She took baths. She did the cleansing on the inside, outside, all that, right? But there was a smell that she gave off. I knew that was unique, and it was foul. I couldn't hold it against her personally, but it was just different, right? And I couldn't figure out, it would never go away. And she couldn't tell. Like the people that have that smell, they can't tell, right? But people around them can. Some people can smell it, other people can't, right? So this is the unique chemistry that every person has.
Hold on, V from Tennessee though, because when you funky, you can smell that you funky, like, oh, that's me. Like you can tell it's you.
No, that's when you haven't, like, if you have not bathed. See, that's the thing. When people sweat, and like in Africa, like we talked about with Jamie Foxx and what Henderson says, when you don't bathe and you don't, like, some people just have a natural smell that comes off of them, and some of it attracts other people. Like it's sometimes
your
it's
pheromones.
Females have it, Men also have it, right? So some women are attracted to a man's unpleasant smell to you. It might be a pleasant smell to another woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might burn someone's nostrils, hairs out their nostrils, but to someone else, it might smell good. It'd be like, what kind of perfume is that you're wearing? You know, someone else might think you funky. You know, so it's not anything you can do about it. But yeah, it can ruin a relationship if you're on the bad side of that one. Like, it's not cool.
Thank you, V from Tennessee. We have another call on the line, 617-282-0062. Waking up with Tayla Andre, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 7. We're just talking about Freaky Friday, personal sense. I want to read one of these comments really quickly before we get to the call on the line. It says, sometimes when I hug up on and wrap my wife up, she'll say, I just got home, I haven't bathed yet. But to me, her scent is a turn on. Another comment is, I love for my wife to come home from the gym. I cannot tell you how much of a turn on that it is to. This is so vulgar, you guys. You better not bring your kids on Friday. I love smelling her panties when she comes back from the gym. Listen, I know what my drawers smell like when I come back from the gym. And for this man to say that he loves the way his woman smells after the gym, that's real love. Real love. I haven't experienced that one before, because that's funk. That's not a personal scent, boo. Oh Lord. I want to know, does anybody else like that? Like, one gentleman said that he loves the way that his woman smells after her long day of work. Another one says he likes to smell his woman's drawers when she comes back from the gym. We have a call on the line. Garage and Caller, you live.
Good morning. Two things. One, I think there's also a thing called nervous flex. It happens to me. I'm a size 13. If I'm on a date and like I'm really nervous, that's why I wear white socks. Even with black shoes, I wear white socks on the first couple of dates. And an issue I had is I went out with this young lady, and I usually don't dabble outside my race, but she was half Asian, half white, so I'm on lean more towards the Asian side to feel,
He's so
okay.
stupid.
But I mean, she was gorgeous. She looked like the girl from Basketball Wives LA. One that used to take the basketball players. She gorgeous. But her breath was horrendous. I don't know if she had a cold that day. And I'm not gonna lie, she was so fine. All I could do was like, you know what? I'm gonna hold my nose and offer her some medicine. And hopefully this is just a bad day. But I mean, it was like, I'm like, she can't smell this?
Oh, I guess I could taste my own breath. You can't taste your own breath. Like, you know your breath stank when you can taste it.
Unless she had a cold and her nose and stuff up, because she just sneezed a lot. And I'm like, if you had a cold, why would you come out? But I mean, here's the honest to Taylor. When you're that fine, you'd be surprised what men will tolerate. We'll start listening to Listerine or bars of soap to help you. But you gotta be above a 9 to have that issue and still have men holler at you. Like, I bet there's a brother right now taking her to the dentist. We're gonna get this worked out. I mean, now if he looked like Whoopi Goldberg, oh my God, we wouldn't even made it through the front door of the movie theater.
Oh my goodness, y'all crazy. But aside from you, Mr. Nubian, and some of these comments that I'm reading, I'm dying. Nobody wants to call up, but everybody want to send messages today. And some of these messages are so crazy. Mr. Nubian, you're right when it comes to like funky breath. I can't stand that. We got to take you to the dentist. We got to get that fixed. Halitosis is real. People don't think it is. Halitosis is a real thing. And
Taylor, let's be honest. I mean, you're a big person just by yourself. We love to eat. That's why I just carry around gum. Because whatever you eat will be on your breath. Just cut around a mint, whatever. If it's stronger than the mint.
My breath don't stink.
But, I mean, like I said, that situation was the only time I think a few guys was like, you know what, we're going to work through this.
We're going to suck it up.
For the most part, I think women's hygiene tends to be on point. The only women I know that is...
See, but hold on, it's not a hygiene thing. Like, as far as personal sense is concerned, it's not a hygiene thing. Because my friend, she's clean. Like, I've watched her come out the shower, take a bath, put on clothes, put on like, I've watched her get ready to go out, and then we go out, and as soon as she hit a two-step, her personal scent is all the way live.
Indian women, I swear to God, like the ones who even Kate Bernie girls, like when I went to Kate Bernie, and I think I told you this, this girl was drop dead gorgeous. We went to disco, whatever, within an hour. I was like, whoa. But it's your diet, whatever you eat. I mean, Indian girls eat a lot of curry, and whatever they're eating over there in some parts of the villages in Cape Verde, you need to rule that off the diet. It's not good.
Thank you, Mr. Nubian. 617-282-0062. Listen, I have a comment over here about a man who said he totally agrees with the gym panties remark. I need y'all to break this down for me. I need you to break it. What is gym panties? Please explain this to me. Please, I need you in depth. You can remain anonymous. I'll read the comments. I'll read the messages. TAYLAANDRE. But please explain to me about the gym panties remark. That's the strongest odor possible. Somebody calling in about this gym panty situation. Oh, and they're calling through anonymous. You want to remain all the way anonymous. Good rising, caller, you're live.
Yeah, good morning.
Talk.
I feel like, well, back in the days, my grandparents always tell me, like, it might seem weird, but like, when you're a kid and you actual like nipples, there's like fluid that come out sometimes. I don't know. She used to always tell me, like, if you're sweating so bad, it's like if you push the fluid out, that the smell that you have usually disappears. And it used to be the same thing for me. Like, I used to always be like, well, why do I smell a certain way? And like, I actually followed that method, and it kind of worked.
So hold on, what did you do? Because I'd love to help her. She still smells like her right now. And I had a problem with her borrowing my clothes, and I had a problem borrowing her clothes because her scent never left her clothes. You could wash it over and over again, and her clothes smell like her. You can't sit here and say this mine.
It's some type of fluid that they have. I don't know, when you squeeze it, it's like kind of like, it looks like milk, but it ain't milk that comes out. But I've never heard anybody else say it. That's why I never say nothing. I'm like, I would assume so. And then, even then, like, some people take showers. Just because you take a shower doesn't mean you take a shower right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, okay. In the shower, it's not like you use a washcloth to really clean yourself. Like, it's just, and water, quick soap, and out, or just standing in the water for 20 minutes and making it seem like you took a shower.
Hey, according to Harrison, we're not supposed to use soap when we bathe.
Well, 2016 is, I think that method done changed. I don't know.
It's okay, baby. Thank you. We love and appreciate you. Hope you have an awesome day today. I'm so serious. You don't believe me? Harrison said you're not supposed to be washing with soap. Our ancestors didn't wash with soap. Where's Harrison at? He's about to call us right now and tell us why the reason why we don't like our personal scents is because society has conformed us to using soap and washing away our personal scents so we can't smell each other. I'm waiting for Harrison to come out with something. Good rising, caller, you're live.
If she's your woman, and basically, what I'm saying, and she comes home with a funky gym panty, that's an aphrodisiac right there.
Okay, so you're breaking down the gym panties. Thank you. Break down these gym panties for me, because I can't tell you how many messages are in this damn inbox like, yo, gym panties are the best. Like, is this a fetish? Is this real life?
This is real life. This is what men want. Sometimes, you ain't always gotta be, Chanel #5, but that's fully clean. If you man like it, then you like it. What's wrong with that? It's just a natural aphrodisiac. Before soap and Chanel, what did we do back in the homeland? You just gotta think about that.
So you with Harrison, don't use soap, huh?
I'm not saying that. I use messing with me. I'm not saying that to you. So I'm just saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? They say the best sex is morning sex. So there you have it.
Oh, Lord have mercy. The best sex is morning sex when your breath stank. You need to jump in the shower. But this, I'm really interested in these in these panties, and these gym panties, aphrodisiac. That's the best smelling. Dudes are going crazy like Tayla. That's my thing right there. I love smelling gym panties. Please explain it to me, because maybe I need to go back to the gym. Good rising, caller, you're live.
Good morning.
Good rising. Talk to me, baby.
Well, because I'm just dying right now. I'm truly dying. I don't think they're like, I don't know. I call it the all-day smell. Like, you know, you come in from work and your guy just jumps on you. Like, some days, like Dude said, like, some dudes is into that. Like, no, don't take no shower yet today. Like, yeah, come here, bring the all-day smell right here, right now. Boom.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Thank you, baby. I love and appreciate you. This gym panty thing, I should have made this a gym panty comment, because I said, it says, Tayla, the gym panties is a thing. It's real serious. My ex wouldn't want me to shower after a long day. I would say that's nasty, but he loved it. He would never smell. He would even smell under my arms. I thought it was funny, but nasty at the same time. I've never had, that's love. That is love. But I'm a sniffer. Anybody who knows me, I'm definitely a sniffer. I definitely I like to smell good. I like other people to smell good. I'll smell you all day long if I could. But this gym panty, I can't tell you the amount of freaking messages I have about gym panties. Do women are there any women out there that like a man after the gym? Because these men are loving women after the gym. He or she loves dirty drawers. That's so real. I didn't even know that was a thing. Anonymous says, y'all need to wash up. This is nasty. It's not about being nasty. So the gym panties thing just came up. The actual question was about people's personal scent. And I went ahead and disclosed the fact that many, many moons ago, I broke up with an individual because I didn't like his personal scent. Now, Takwa was like, you should have smelled him before you slept with him. But like in the beginning, it was just like, oh, I can deal with this. This isn't really a big thing. Like, it's a personal, I don't know, Takwa. Don't judge me. I didn't think it was an issue. And then it became a problem for me. And listen, don't judge me for my transparency. I don't judge y'all. Don't judge me. But one of the things I can say is he hits me up probably like once a year for my birthday. He's currently engaged and his fiance loves the way he smells. So it ended on a happy note. For other comments, 617-282-0062. No, I do not have funky panties on this reason to answer your question. Why you didn't call and ask that question, huh? Why you didn't call? Don't be scared. No, but I'm not wearing funky drawers. You want some transparency? 9 times out of 10, I ain't wearing drawers. Why? I don't know, because in the summertime when you wear dresses, you shouldn't have to. It should be like breeze. You shouldn't have to wear drawers in the summer, ever. Especially if you're wearing a dress. No. Jeans, yes, because there's protection between you and your jeans, which has dyes, which can cause irritation. But as far as dresses are concerned, skirts are concerned, summertime is concerned, I don't think any woman should have to wear drawers. You see drawers in Africa, in our native lands. I believe in natural. You guys know I'm a nudist, so as much as I can be a nudist at all times, I'll go ahead and act accordingly. Transparency. I hope y'all enjoying this. 617-282-0062. Good rising, caller, you're live.
Good rising. I agree totally with you. I'm huge on scent. My friends always tell me, like, you have that pregnancy tendency nose because I smell everything. That whole gym thing, when I go in there, if it's funky, I will turn around. I can't work out and have a good workout smelling that funk. That is just disgusting. Sweaty drugs, If you're funky, But come in my house, absolutely not.
So you get it. When the kids come in from outside, you can smell the outside, right?
Absolutely. You smell that. I don't understand how people could just let their kids just come in and chill and no. Hit that shower. No.
Absolutely. And one of my biggest pet peeves is people with outside clothes sitting on beds. Like, I think that's one of the nastiest things ever. You just came from outside.
Exactly. Take them off. Take them. No. I will have scrubs at the door for you to change into because you're not sitting on my furniture. Stand up. Oh, we're not going to be in here that long. You just stay right there. Don't even take your shoes off. Face the door. Keep right there. No. You're not going to bring your cooties in here.
I know that's right. I'm with you, baby. I'm huge on scents too, but I can't. My phone is not the phone. My messages on Facebook are blowing up about this panty thing. About women texting, talking about some my ex-boyfriend wouldn't let me sit down when I came home from work. I have one person over here, like, I can't even read some of these comments, y'all. Like, it's Freaky Friday, but we still on radio.
Gross. They're nasty. So sometimes I think it might be a scent that's familiar to them because that's what their mothers smelled like.
Ah.
And that whole aphrodisiac thing, it was just incense burning. You just wore oils. You didn't really have to get down there and spread your legs and really clean properly because it wasn't taught to you.
Hold on. When was this? Because as long as I've been alive, I've been taught to clean properly, boo.
Not all of us, Tayla. Not all of us. Not all of us. Not all of us were taught how to clean properly.
We might need to bring gym health class back into play if that's the case.
Absolutely. I've been asking that for years. How come this is
this dude said that he likes to wrap his girls' panties around his dick. Like he smells them and then wraps them around his dick. I can't read some of the comments that I'm getting as far as these panties, these gym panties are concerned.
You got to teach your kids early. If you're not taught early, you're not going to know as an adult. And you'll really be surprised how many adults really don't know how to get in there and really cleanse their body.
Listen, if you know what a wash rag look like, you need to, if you don't know what a wash rag, I never understood how people use like loofahs and all those other things. I need a wash rag. Like, I like my wash rags to be white so they can then turn brown. Like, I like to watch the dirt come off. I don't know. I don't know how y'all do it. When it comes to cleaning, I'm with you. You got to teach your children how to clean properly, especially these boys and these young girls. You got to teach them how to get up in there, get in those lips, wipe around the head, all that other stuff. I know it's Freaky Friday, but I'm just being transparent. Some of y'all, but it's not everybody is just stanky. Some people, it's just their natural scent. I have like 22 messages. Let me get to these Facebook messages. Go ahead, baby. You're live.
You ain't wearing nasty panties?
No, I'm not wearing nasty panties. No dirty panties. Where's the who wrote that song? Dirty panties, no dirty panties, not over here. Not over here.
You don't like wearing them?
No, you know what? I really don't like drawers. I think when you're wearing like sweatpants, dresses, skirts, I think the only time a female should actually wear drawers is when she's wearing jeans. Because jeans and really tight pants, because you need something between you and the fabric of your jeans or the fabric of your pants, because it doesn't work well. You will mess your whole self up walking around here with no panties and a pair of jeans that has dyes in them. That ruins your whole pH, because that dye interferes with your natural everything else. But if you're wearing sweatpants, you don't have anything that's too close to like little coochie cutters and she can breathe, let her breathe. That's why y'all men don't wear tighty whities. That's why y'all wear boxers, so you can go ahead and helicopter it. You need that space. You need to air it out. I love you, baby. We got another call on the line. 617-282-0062. Verizon caller, you live.
Verizon Tayla, Prince Rich, how you doing?
Hey, I'll put a finger in the butt right now.
Yeah. I just wanted to thank everybody that liked that joint. Thank you for playing it. And I just wanted to give y'all some information. That's Conscious joint. It's coming out with a project. So we just releasing some music for it. Promotional, use only right now. But If you want to listen to it, you could get it on SoundCloud.com /music, the number 4, Kas, Kas. And thank y'all for the support. Thank you for the support.
Hold on, time out. Don't think you about to come off the phone line, do shameless plugs, and not talk about Freaky Friday.
No, I was gonna chime in. I mean, if we're coming from the gym or whatever, I prefer a girl that's clean. You know, I like a girl that smells good. But if we're coming from the gym, you know, there's no point in taking a shower and getting there. We might as well get it in before we hop in the shower. That's my take on it. But I prefer a clean one. But I wouldn't leave a girl though. You know, I'd work with her.
What would you do about? Hold on, but what about personal sense? Like not just after gym funky, just that's the way you smell.
I don't know. I would encourage, I don't know. If deodorant's not working, I really don't know what other options we have. Would I leave her? I don't know. I've never been in a situation like that. I can't even lie. I've like in a relationship with a girl that smelled. I've never been in that position. Have I talked to some girls that smelled? Nah, I kind of stayed away from them. I'm not gonna lie to you. I never even talked to a girl that had a funky smell. So I don't know.
Well, thank you. We'll go ahead and play that song at the end of the show. Kas, Prince Rich coming out with some promotional music. I don't even know what that means, but we got music nonetheless. 617-282-0062. Go rise and call you live.
Good MT, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, man. Listen, as a personal trainer who used to work for a female-owned gym, Body by Brandy, years ago, and teaching a step aerobics class, a funky woman in the gym does not smell good, especially if it's in a room with all women taking a class. And these brothers who like to smell their women's drawers after a gym, I don't know what's going on with them, but personally, that's disgusting because it's like you go to a gym and the gym is crowded, you smell funk everywhere in the gym. So I don't know what it is with these brothers, but, you know, more power to them. But being an ex-instructor, you know, I prefer, like Prince Rich said, I prefer a woman go home, take a shower. Let me get in the shower with you when you come from the gym, you know. But as far as you walking through the door and you smell like a gym, it ain't happening. That's nasty, man. I'll be the first one to tell you, it's nasty. It's not good.
So one of the things that the men are saying is they like to smell their girl's panties when she comes from the gym. So not the gym scent, but you coming from the gym and that extra strong scent on your drawers.
Right, I get it. And what I'm saying to you, you know, depending on if they're, you know, if a woman's doing, maybe it might be a thing between, you know, a woman doing some weights where she doesn't perspire as much, opposed to taking an aerobics class where you're doing, cardiovascular stuff and your pores open up. It might be a difference between that, but as far as smelling the drawers, I would personally myself, I wouldn't do it because I know, you know, from being around women when they work out, it's not a good smell. And if she has a good smell, please let me find out who she is or whatever the case is. But it's not a good smell when a woman comes from the gym. I'm sorry, it's just not.
Okay then, Reggie B. Some more comments. Why would you date them in the first place if you didn't like their smell? Shout out to the nobody. Shout out to Knowledge. Well, sometimes you can't realize someone's personal scent until you're laid up with them. And oftentimes that comes after getting to know them. You know what? I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to be 100% transparent. I personally thought it was something that I could get over. So, yes, call me shallow, call me what you want. I didn't like the way he kissed. I don't like the way he smelled. You know, can I do this forever? Probably not. No, let's just be transparent. And, you know, I was honest with myself and finally, after a year, honest with him. And it was his personal scent, straight out the shower, that strong scent. And in the beginning, I didn't think it was a problem. I didn't think I was going to have an issue with it. I knew what he smelled like. But as far as y'all men talk about something, you love smelling panties after the gym. Some people were just like, man, Tayla, if you knew, that's my thing. I love, like, some of these comments I can't even read on air. I'm going to go ahead and read them off air when we get to the YouTube portion of the show. But some of these things are so bad as far as personal sense and coochie cutter sense. and jean scents. One man said that he loves smelling his wife's work pants. I know sniffing is a real thing because people call me a sniffer. Like, Tayla, something's wrong with you. You always smelling people. I know. I do have a problem, but you're not going to find me. I don't know. I guess a t-shirt is just as bad as smelling somebody's pants, but I'll sniff a t-shirt all day long. And I'm so guilty to the point where I have in the past made a t-shirt my pillowcase. Don't judge me. Do not judge me. Listen, he just smells so good. And I wanted to smell it. And it was, awkward for me to fall asleep with the t-shirt in front of my face. And the scent was wearing off, so I couldn't wear it anymore. So I just wrapped the shirt around my pillow and I made it my pillowcase. I don't care. You can judge me. It's Friday. Next. It's not shallow, though. It's biological. All animals use scents to draw certain conclusions. So dogs smell each other. Animals smell each other. We all are sniffers. So there's nothing wrong with you guys being sniffed. Tayla, you dared me to call, and I did. Oh, I love you. And yes, I said it. I'll say it again. I do not think that women should wear drawers in the summer. If you're wearing a dress and panties at the same time, why? Why? I think that women should let her breathe. Absolutely. She should breathe, and she should have more opportunity to breathe on a regular basis. If you're wearing linen pants, if you're wearing sweatpants, I think she should be able to breathe. Maybe she wouldn't smell if she could breathe. We're coming to the top of the hour. Let these comments come in because I want to read all these comments. You guys have surprised the hell out of me. For a lack of anything, I'm surprised. I was not expecting any of these comments. I'm going to go ahead and play this Carson Prince Rich. Shout out to the Fat Boys. Fat Boys are so winning right now.
I feel it. I feel it. Gotta throw my chains on this one, you know what I'm saying? I feel it. Gotta get flashes, gotta get flashes. Rich, where you at? I feel it.
Your love is fading.
I feel it. She wanna leave the club early, come back where a fat boy stay. I told her, bring a couple girls for Rich, Doug, Willis, and Bang. These girls really wanna get nasty, and I don't know none of their names. Wanna drink liquor.
Good rising.
Yeah. Brother Johnson said it best. With the front out my face hit at first. You don't have to say it. You don't have to say it. All you do is spray it. It's the thing that all of us release. Get that funk out my face. I'm talking about that real funky funk. It's real funky.
Thank you, baby. I hope you have a good day.
Play Brother Johnson. Play Brother Johnson's record.
Good rising. Hi. How are you? I am. I'm the biggest sniffer ever. What? Let me go finish this show. I don't even know who this is. Why are you calling me? You listen to the show. Hold on, let me finish the show. I'm gonna call you back. She said she want a fat boy with a big dick. I give it to a guarantee I fuck her life up. Taste it with my big lips, and if I do it, she be begging me to wife her. Baby girl, I put it down. I'ma go extra. Fly nigga, you don't want your girl to get next.
I'll put a finger in the butt right now. I bet you should be begging me to pluck right now. Yeah, I'm nasty. Yeah, I'm ready for whatever weather day or night. I lay the pipe and when I lay it, I'ma lay it right.
She be wanting to put clothes in the closet.
I don't need love, girl, I need a deposit.
She wanna lick me like I'm ice cream.
You know strawberry blonde,
With Corona. She ain't as innocent as she might seem.
As soon as we leave the club, I'ma call her.
Pull up.
I feel it. I feel it. Now you're flashing. Rich, where you at? I feel it. Your love is fading. I feel it. She wanna leave the club early, come back where a fat boy stay. I told her, bring a couple girls from Richmond in the same day. These girls really wanna get nasty, and I don't know none of the names. Wanna drink, liquor, smoke a little weed, but I'm gonna need a Gatorade. Concierge downstairs tripping about the music and the loud weed smoke. Set down 100 in the bottle as a you better not snitch, no. Live fast, enjoy every moment, cause just last year I was broke. Orange Gatorade, aid my sobriety while I'm giving out backstrokes. Round one, round two, round three, no bull. You only getting 2 piece, no bull. That's really all you want from me. Your girls at the door, please company. Thick thighs, fat butt, slim waist, little bitty, but I'm on a boat face. Heard the kitty cat roar when I went deep. She wetter than a swimming pool when I'm 10 feet. I feel it. I need it. You know who it is. Good rising.
Hi, Tayla.
Hey.
I'm trying to find out how can I get this song.
Let me find out. And hold on 1 minute, okay?
Okay.
Give me the white fuck, baby girl, I put it down. I'ma go extra. Fly boy, you don't want your girl to get next to. I'll put a finger in the butt right now. I bet you should be begging me to pluck right now. Yeah, I'm nasty. Yeah, I'm ready for whatever, whether day or night. I lay the pipe and when I lay it, I'ma lay it right. Should be wanting to put my clothes in the closet. I don't need love, girl, I need a deposit. She wanna lick me like I'm ice cream. You know, strawberry, palm, maple walnut. She ain't as innocent as she might seem. As soon as we leave the club, I'ma call her.
So one of the things that people are asking is, Tayla, how can I get this song? How can I find this song? Where can I download the song? And it's currently on SoundCloud right now. I'm going to go ahead and post it on the Wake Up with Tayla Andre page so you guys can have it for yourself. Cos, Prince Rich, if you're still listening, go ahead and post that on the Wake Up with Tayla Andre page. Go ahead and tweet it for me. If you guys follow me on Twitter, it's on there as well. Again, soundcloud.com/music for Cos, music for KAS. All you got to do is, it's not downloadable yet. You can only listen to it. Well, y'all need to get on your job, boo. People trying to download it. So you can't download it, but you can listen to it. And it's currently on soundcloud.com/music, 4 KAS. Mwah. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Did you hear me, baby? SoundCloud.com. Darling, did you hear me? Hello, my love.
Wake up with the Radio Rebel. Politics, news, conspiracies. Wake up your third eye with unorthodox conversations leading to universal consciousness.
That's the type of stuff I'm
into, all right? Make sure you tune in. Let's go.
If it's not Big City, it's not certified Big City 101.3.
Yo, this is your boy from the island of St. Lucia, Tennyson, John, and listen, March 11th, Boston, I am coming to the show.
Yo, all right, so we're no longer on air. Let me tell you these damn comments about niggas talking about wrapping underwear around their dick. Men talking about something, they smell their girl's pussy. They love the way that shit smell. They don't want her to take a bath. Women talking about some, my ex-boyfriend, my boyfriend, my husband won't let me bathe. I thought it was a weird thing. My ex used to do it, then my current does it, and I think it's weird. Some of these comments are crazy. One woman said, "I love the way I smell. I I'm kind of guilty of this. So transparent. I'm so guilty. But one woman said she loves her scent so much. She read an article about how scents and pheromones work. And she went ahead and started using her scent as perfume. So I've done this before. Do not judge me. Where you like put your finger in your stuff and then like rub it on yourself. I'm so guilty. I've done it before and that shit works. When I bartended, I used pheromone. I didn't even use perfume. I used pheromone oil and I used coochie juices. And you rub that nonsense on your wrist, on your arms. I can't say this shit on air, but I can say it on YouTube. It is the biggest turn on. The biggest turn on. The most amount of tips I ever received is the nights that I put coochie juices all over me. And I know it sounds weird. I like the way I smell. I love the way I taste. I love it. What? If you eat me, kiss me. Because I love that shit. I need to make sure that this is 18 plus. I love it. And I'm reading these comments that are coming in, and there's a lot of people that, I don't know if this is a fetish or what. I guess this can't really be a fetish because how would you categorize smelling in a video? Like, I guess that couldn't be a fetish, but it's a fetish in real life. And I'm a sniffer. The gym panties or long day panties smell good if you're into the person. It just triggers something in my brain. Okay, but these comments today, these individuals today, y'all some little nasties. Little nasties. But I love it. I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I can't wait for next week. It's still Women's Month, so we're talking to our ladies, with our ladies, and I'm really excited for this month and the guests that we have. If you have any suggestions as far as shows are concerned, or any suggestions as far as I'm concerned, I wear little weird t-shirts. So if you know somebody who wants me to wear or promote anything that can be seen from the waist up, a t-shirt, a necklace, earrings, a scarf, or anything like from the waist up, a hat, let me know. I'm down. TaylaAndre. This show will also be on Mixcloud if you don't want to watch, or you're tired of watching. There's over 440 shows on Mixcloud. I think it's like 450 now. I think we're like pushing it. I haven't been paying so much attention to Mixcloud because we've been getting some really good results off of YouTube. So I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you guys have an awesome day today. And you guys can always engage. I think the way that this is set up is that you guys can also make comments in group chat on the side. So if you don't want to call in, or if you can't message me, if you're watching on YouTube or however you're watching now, you can make little comments and messages on the side that I will read anonymously, even though probably people in the group chat know what you're saying, but outside of the group chat, no one knows anything. So I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Mwah.